Hello there. Another day, another video. So, white supremacy? Yeah, this thing has no end. I'm pretty sure we could have the biggest library on earth dedicated just to white supremacy. I think that's really what it needs for you to collect all the information. We're talking about the biggest museum ever with all the artifacts, the looted, hey, looted artifacts. How about we even take all the buildings, like the concentration camps, and put them in this museum? This is going to be an entire nation dedicated just to white supremacy. Yeah? Um, these people, they are so evil to the core. And like I addressed in my previous video about how accountability is not a conversation. And this just shows the extent, the length of disrespect and dehumanization these people really have towards you. Based on everything these people have done, still there is one thing if we talk about history, but there is no history here. Everything just continues. It's just new invented ways, and now you are very much involved in them being who they are, because when they can employ you, when they can marry you, when all this normalcy goes on, then they definitely have a reason to not be accountable. And this is all done intentionally, because in all this moving forward normalcy thing here, you're very much dependent upon them. Pay very careful attention here. You are very much dependent upon them, and this is what the white supremacy is based upon, that the slave is under their chain. You're beneath their authority, you're beneath the domination. So this is what is gonna be, no matter what elevated modern civilized slavery we're talking about here, because that's where we are today. It's a modern day civilized technocratic slavery. Yeah, so you're going to be dependent upon them. You're depending upon them to have a job, because when you start your own businesses here, unless this is a typical ethnic minority black culture business, whether it's actually a barbershop, hairdresser shop, food store, clothing, that is like typical you and your white supremacist identity. Yeah? You're going to be sabotaged. You're going to go bankrupt. You're going to be put out of the business market. The plain truth. This is just the plain truth globally. Whenever you slave want to be independent in so-called civilized slavery environment of independence here, your business that is not a typical white supremacist identity label is going to be sabotaged. It's going to be attacked until you go out of business. The plain truth, you see this in North America, you see this here in Europe, you see this down there in South Africa, all over the place. So you tell me now, what kind of free environment, free world, where the past history of slavery is over, when it's still just a civilized manner of slavery? Because why is it that even in entertainment, black people will prosper most excellently where? In things such as athleticism. And even then, you're not wanted to ice hockey team. You are not popular on tennis courts. The guys, black people are not that popular in tennis, apart from those they can't stop. This is very heavily white sport still, apart from those they can't do anything about. You are not wanted in hockey teams. You are not there at the Winter Olympics, whatever. You mean to tell me that black people cannot ski? They cannot any of those games? Because sport is sport. You can learn it. Anybody can learn anything here. You're not wanted at polo, things like that. You're not wanted at rugby. So you are still limited to your box. where you fit their white supremacy label of your skin color defining you and your abilities. You are there in sports that fits that stereotype of you being strong and big. They're hardworking, fit slave they can buy. Yeah? Now this is blind trade, man. They will put you in these kind of games, and in all this still it has to be the kind of games that white men are suckers in. Because why do they block you from being in rugby? Because that is also kind of a game where that physique, the slave desirable physique, is needed. But now, because white men can excel there, then that shouldn't be for you, yeah? You're still a slave, everything in extent. You depend on them for employment. And it doesn't even matter how far up employment, what class of employment you go to, you are still controlled in one way or another. It's just so much you can do on what certain cases. And anytime they can use you for a white agenda. Or else, I believe that it's gotten to a point now that as I speak today, any black person who is, for example, a judge at the International Criminal Court of Justice here, or anyone at the UN, or anyone where we're talking about it, anyone at the House of Lords, at this point, they already built a culture where people have now for a few decades learned their place. So, whenever you're presented with a case here, and then a white judge above you come and tells you, this is how you're going to judge this case, this is how you're going to vote, you're just going to do it. I believe these people at this point, they don't even ask any question, they just do it, because at this point they know their place. You know that you just do what you're told, you just vote as they told you vote, and you judge this case the way you've been told to vote, or else you don't want to get that. It's going to be terrible no matter what that else is, yeah? So, you still depend on them everything here, and they can still control how you perform your job here. And we talk about a conversation. What kind of conversation can you have with a perpetrator? How can you converse with a perpetrator, honestly? I know I cannot. If you are a criminal who has criminalized me to hardcore, I cannot converse with you. What do I even have to say to you? What is it I can say to you? What is you can possibly say to me that is ever going to be satisfactory? Apart from you yourself saying everything you did, something that white people are never interested in. But because this world is now a free world, we have moved forward, you can get employment even though they control that aspect completely. How many black people around the world here in white environments? You're the one who, you know that the job you have is just yours based on your performance. How many of you have that confidence compared to white employees? Because white employees even, they can shit you about, they can be racist of you, and they will still be protected. You, however, you start bullying a white person here, a colleague, they will certainly suck you. And if they want to replace you with someone, a white person they deem better than you, they can do so. You know that. And you open your own business now, if it is not according to your black skin identity here, either it's a barber shop, hair salon, some kind of beauty, whatever here, some kind of African clothing shop. If you open an African clothing shop, it's fine, but you open now a Jack and Jones shop as a black woman, as a black man, you being there, the branch manager of Jack and Jones in London, Birmingham, wherever. see how far this Jack and Jones shop is going to excel. Levi's, because I wonder why there aren't any. You can become like a supervisor or this kind of manager that you really have a white boss above you, but in terms of you being like them, overseer of this, yeah, you get my point now. There's a limit and you have your places here. And in these jobs you get still, you can still be kicked around, you can still be hawked around, you still be golfed around the court of white supremacy. Am I telling lies? Am I telling the truth here? Yeah? So how do you have a conversation with someone like this? Because they clearly know what they are doing and are doing it intentionally. And you can see how they will even give this kind of comments on YouTube videos that apartheid did end in South Africa. What did the Black ANC, African National Congress Party did? This the party of Mandela did for black people. Why are you doing it? So they're saying into your face that we have done everything we are supposed to do. We gave you the government. We gave you everything, even though they control who they put out government and they carefully select who they put out government. And this person is not even doing anything apart from just following instructions. But they will say to you that we put in a black person for you. Your black party got it there. They're the one doing everything here. Mocking you. That the problem is you. This is the Stockholm Syndrome. They didn't do anything here, it's all you. With ease and fun, how do you converse with someone like this who clearly knows what they're doing, intentionally doing, and it's never history. They don't have a past ever. They never have a past because it's just an ongoing thing. And it's like their blood is just hot and boiling all the time. How to do something here to you. And one of the things these white people love to do is to play weak and vulnerable. They're so powerful and mighty and boastful Goliath here when everything is in favor of the white supremacy, but whenever they feel the slightest vulnerability, then they are so vulnerable and you owe them. They're entitled to your pity, understanding. That is more than you give yourself. Because you're the one who is suffering apartheid still. You're the one suffering unemployment. You're the one who don't have lands. You're the one who don't have anything here. But it's still you who have to pour out all this emotion you don't even shower yourself with on poor white person here who just had his one toe stumble upon a rock. The entire body is intact. Just your toe got kicked on a rock because you just have hole on that shoe. But now, I who don't even have any shoes on me, should now come and start licking your shoe, start sewing it for you. Now this is exactly what it is. They're so vulnerable, you have to pity them, understand them for things that you're not even needed. Things that it's just them, how they feel. They just think that they're shaping, or maybe our shift is sinking now. Because when you are up to being an evil devil, you know very well that what you're doing can backfire you anytime, you know that. So of course you're going to always, whenever you feel like you're not in complete 100% control, you're going to automatically become insecure and start acting upon that. And that's exactly what white people do with them. And this is what they keep doing in my situation as well. I have to pity them, understand them, they have to do anything. Why do you enjoy it so much? Why are you so happy seeing me carry my bags all day long, every day? Why are you so happy to see me going into my tent? Why are you happy to see me eating canned food? Why are you happy to see my body blown up? Why are you happy to see me drinking this and that? Why are you happy? You enjoy all these things. But when I tell the truth about what you're doing and how I am not accepting it because I know my worth here, I'm not under any witchcraft here. Mm-mm. You cannot. I'm not under any spell here, so there's no way that I can understand that you need to be evil devil in order for you to be happy and well fed. You're getting paid here to be a devil here. You're getting food here to be a devil here. You're getting house here to be a devil here. You're getting a car here to be a devil. You get patted and fucked and cuddled for being a devil here. So I should now understand your crocodile tears, the one that you're still gonna get cuddled straight after pouring it out. I'm the one who have to give a damn about that. It's not even my business. I'm not even needed nowhere. But you just have to drag me into everything here because it's just in your nature that you just have to be a beast 24/7. You are a predator. You just have to be hunt, and try to bite someone's neck, try to bite someone's toe, try to bite someone's ankle. The kind of beast that doesn't exist in nature. Because this beast is from the spiritual world altogether. Yeah? From a astral plane, a different planet, everything else here, yeah? But you have to pay to understand them. Like, when I try to search up the problems in South Africa today, I want to know about black people. I'm fine to know about colored and Indian, so forth. But white people, I don't want to know nothing about you. I honestly don't want to know anything about you. But these people are so quick to put up these videos about, poor white farmers being killed. That will come up before you know anything about how people in townships, even today, have to be begging for food. Now you have to know about how white farmers are being killed, how white people have become poor. That is more important for the activism of YouTube to just put forward for you. And my situation where they force it by force. They want me to be seeing that, how there are actually a class of poor white people in South Africa. Do I give a damn? Let them be poor now. They deserve it. Hey, it's reverse. It's them getting paid with what they did anyway, if they're poor now. Yeah, how rich were you there back in the days? All of you. In fact, even today, you still fight for that. And you keep blaming black people, even though no one have anything to do with you becoming a poor white shit. I mean, who dragged your luxurious home? The one that you had 4 servants in, where you didn't have to do anything. You didn't even have to wash a cloth. Just give it over to the black servants. Who dragged you out of those properties? Was it the black people of South Africa today? No one even know who you are. But yet, now this is now black people being racist, black people this and that, and now black people again have to pity them, understand them, the inhumanity and justice. What about the inhumanity and justice? You still do it, let alone history. Now that doesn't matter. So you are expected, even demanded by white devil here, to lavish upon him what you don't even lavish upon yourself. The kind of pity, the kind of sympathy, the kind of petting and understanding and love you don't even give yourself, you have that for them. You have that for them automatically. And they're entitled to it. They're entitled to it. Your child, you're worried how you even feeding your children. But when you walk past white child, they fall and then they hurt their knee. You're supposed to leave your own trolley, run up to this white child and bandage them. That's not true. You're supposed to forsake the troll of your own son or daughter, run over to white child and bandage their wound. When the very father and mother of this child will slaughter your child like nothing. They've done that how many times? How many times have learned all the comfort this white child even have compared to your child? But for some reason, because they just hurt their knee, that is bigger than everything your child have to suffer, everything you have to suffer, everything everyone have suffered is bigger because it's white skin. You tell me, how do you converse with someone like this who thinks so mighty and high of themselves that the audacity is just an abomination? the audacity and the self-importance, they really believe they are gods. That's just the best way to put it. They believe they are gods. How do you converse with people who keep spreading to their children the same culture? You tell me now, how you go, when did these people come to South Africa? Was it not in the, they started coming there in the 1700s? Or was it 1600? 1700, I think, yeah? How do you explain to me that a 300 years conflict, people, is still a conflict 300 years later, unless this is actually something taught from the home? So if if these people teach their kids to be the devil they are, what conversation are you having with who? Because everything is intentionally, they intentionally raise and breed up their children to be devils. So now, which conversation? You're the only one here who are not having that conversation with your children about how white people have just been evil and nothing but evil, and how we should really stay far away from them and be very careful of them. You're the one who's not having that conversation with your children. But they have always, still do, will always, until the white supremacy is demolished from their end, they will continue to tell their children evil about you. They will teach their children how you're beneath them. They will teach their children their white supremacy, how they're supreme in the white skin, how they're above everyone here, especially you and your black children. They will continue to do that. So you tell me, what kind of conversation can you have now or anytime, anywhere in the future? Even if you all migrate to Mars after you all follow Elon Musk to Mars, they will teach them there too. So what conversation are you going to have here? Because they're being taught to not have a conversation with you, because that is part of their white supremacy. They teach their kids not to have a conversation. They teach their kids not to take accountability, because everything they're doing is right. The same way as I've noticed, like the videos I've been seeing on YouTube here about apartheid. When white people are making a video here, it's just all fun. It is the same as them talking about any history in Europe, and they don't even have the same ridiculous, comfortable tone when they talk about World War II. I have never found a video created by a white man or woman about World War II where they are enjoying themselves, where they just talk about the events, the towns, the things that took place and the people, as if this is just some fun history we're sharing. The same as up in Scotland, we have this. Go down to Brighton, you have this. It's so cool, it's so exciting. Margaret Thatcher became president, made prime minister. So cool. Hey, this is exactly the same. They don't address what this thing even is. And even the way they talk about it, it's like they're just talking about the invention of Coke. Or now we have Bill Gates on the scene, guys. That kind of tone. So you tell me, what kind of conversation do you have with someone like this, who clearly conversation is even the wrong move to begin with? You need accountability, and this one is a court justice matter. Someone who says that you have to work with them to end a problem that they are the perpetrators of. You have to work with your rapist on how he can no longer rape you. You have to work with the man who killed all your household here on how you can live as his brother. And in all this, you're the one teaching him how to be your fellow man. You're the one teaching him, lecturing him how to be your brother. You are lecturing and informing him on what it did to you. You're lecturing, informing how it affected you, how you feel, and why you even think the way you do. Where are you going with this? I'm just saying, man, someone holding a firearm in their arm, you don't have anything. You have to cooperate with this person how to let down their firearm. You have to cooperate with this person how to what empty the bullets. You have to cooperate this person on how to demolish this firearm. Oh my goodness. This is just disgusting and ridiculous, man. Someone came and slapped you for no reason. You have to cooperate with them on how to not slap you again. They slapped you once, you didn't say anything. 2 times, now cooperate with me on how I cannot slap you the 3rd time. They slap you again. You have to cooperate with me how I cannot slap you. In fact, tell me why I should not slap you. I didn't even do it. You have to explain to me what I just did to you right now. What do you mean by slapped you? With what? How did it feel? Why do you feel that way? I don't get it. No, this is what it is. This is what it is. You the one who have to lecture them that they slapped you. You have to explain to them what a slap is. You have to explain to them how that is morally wrong. You have to explain to them how that affected your skin. You have to explain to them how that makes you feel. Why? You have to explain to them that they need to move their body all together from your space. You have to explain to them why they have to do that. Hey, what is this? Hey, this is exactly what you have with white people here. You tell me I have to cooperate with you on how you, as a full-grown up working adult here, you came by yourself, should move your body from my space. Something that is in your power to move your legs. But I have to cooperate with you on that one? But this is what white supremacy says. Everything is with the white people because they're the one even doing it. They know that, but you have to cooperate with them to do anything here. When you can't even, you tell them, you come here, anybody, and move my leg for me. You come here and start walking around for me. See if you can do that. Because you're not in my body, it's only me and my body who can do this. But with white people, you're the one who have that power, not them. And you talk about the conversation. This is accountability matter. But that's basically it.